Nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Only 3 yards on the... catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
From the gun, here's Fields. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Fields. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Kelly tries the right side. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Kelly. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 31, Fields escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On the carry is Kelly. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go now. 18 games.
Now Lawrence. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Eight yards to go on second down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give left side, Kelly. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, Kelly. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Matt Breida. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Throwing after the interception. Fields. And this will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 2. Hey, Alpha. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Now.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence will throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Still 9 remaining on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage. But that's all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Pretty base. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And his kick is indeed good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Hubbard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Now it's Fields. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 36, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, Haywood!
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third down.
18, Gator. Deuce, 6-6, bullet high. Hey, seam 6. Ready?
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Yeah, this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.